Well, we just wasted a minute of our time. That just shows how ready we are for
But
this.
not a minute of yours. That's all that matters.
Yes,
What's up,
'cause
everybody?
everything's cut out. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back.
Hope you guys are doing good. Sorry, I just did the lip thing. Let's try not
It's
to.
fine. You do it all the time anyway.
I hope you guys are doing well out there in this world, this thing we call life.
We're not doing the same bit again. So we misjudged our recording and forgot to enable one of the tracks, and we did this whole bit for about a minute.
Yeah, it's all gone to waste.
Yeah, now
Thanks.
it's just gone. He just tried to bring it back, but you can't. It's gone. Moment's over.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I went snowboarding yesterday, actually.
My
That was
stomach
pretty fun.
hurts. Someone made me eat Applebee's today.
Alan. No, yeah, I went snowboarding yesterday.
Where'd you go?
I went up to Keystone. It was pretty good.
I've only been to Keystone once. I've never really snowboarded like in any other big places besides like Loveland, but that's not even that big.
Yeah. It was a pretty good day. Snow conditions were really well.
Did you get that good gnar?
It was super gnar, dude. So much gnar. But the best thing is the last run of the day, some older lady who definitely is super novice at skiing
Who's in her
decided to
30s.
ski into me. She was definitely like late 40s. But yeah, she decided to ski into me. So my leg hurts and I saved her life by sacrificing my own well-being. So there's that. I guess I'm getting into heaven now. That's how it works, right?
I'm trying to think of like what movie does that, like where you sacrifice yourself for the greater good, but it's like not really worth it.
A lot of them. All of the movies.
Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, that movie for sure.
Good old callback from.
Callback that nobody even
Last
knows is a
episodes.
callback. So how was your week, though? What were you up to?
It was good. Not a lot. Lot of sports.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good or bad sports?
I mean, sports in general.
Like
all my teams have, I guess they won.
Yeah, dem boys and dem nudges.
Oh, the Cowboys are out.
Oh, the Cowboys are done?
Yeah. It was the Washington football team took their place.
Good for
and
them.
They lost.
No, bad for them.
I don't care.
That's fair. I don't know.
Nuggets won a couple of games, which is neat, good to see.
That's still preseason, right?
No, this is regular season.
Or is it regular season
Yeah,
now?
And they've been
I'm
doing.
I don't
kind of
follow
rough.
sports. I'm sorry.
And then Manchester United won, which is even better.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a lot. Honestly, a lot of sports.
Yeah. At least you can watch sports now.
Yes. I want to be able to go to them soon, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, let's not keep them waiting, shall we?
Yeah, let's get into the first topic, shall we?
Round one.
All right, what do you got there,
This
Juice?
is the second round one of 20.
No. No. No, Mr. G, no.
All right. Oh, look at that.
Oh, choose your own adventure. I forgot that one was still in there.
I love it. So this is us literally talking for 7 minutes about whatever comes to mind, which is neat.
Yeah, it's a great way to start.
It's our get out a free gel card. So we'll just talk for 7 minutes and see what comes for 7 minutes.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just go on what we're talking about. So you've never been to any like snowboarding on any big major mountains there?
Why do you get to choose the subject? I'm the one that got the free.
We
card,
could all
sir.
just talk. It's just free. So I asked you a question. You can completely ignore it like you normally do and just ask a question yourself.
I'm just upset that I got it, and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna take lead because I've been waiting for that one.
You gave me the eyes that it's like I have no idea what I'm going to ask right
That's
now.
not true.
You did. You gave me the scary eyes,
No.
unless they were the sexy eyes, and I
All
got
right,
them
ready?
confused.
All right, ask now. Snowboarding. What was it? What was the question?
See, you can't just yell at me for taking your question and then asking a question and then saying the question I said.
So what was the question?
I was like, so you ever been any snowboarding on any bigger mountains? Just
Oh yeah, no, just Keystone.
yeah.
It's expensive, man. That's the
That's
thing. Is
very
like,
true. That's very
like
true.
I can't justify paying for a pass because it's that expensive. I'm just like, okay, like if I go that many times, cool, but also how much does it cost to get there every single time and then like eating and I'm just like I don't have money for that right now.
Yeah, and I guess like
More of a snowy range guy myself,
that's fair because they're free passes that we get.
and it's like $35 for a lift. So
Yeah.
worst comes to worst.
I don't know. I just go snowboarding enough that my pass is justified. I think last year I went snowboarding about 15 times, and that's with the COVID shutting down 3 months out of the season.
Yeah, and it's ruined, man.
Yeah.
There's too many people that want to do it, which is fine. Like I get it, like everyone wants to do it, but like it comes to a certain point where you're just kind of like, yeah, I don't want to wait 30 minutes to go down a run and then like run into like 5 kids.
That's
And
very
then
true.
then you get yelled at for running into 5 kids because
That's
it's,
very
it's
true.
your goal to like.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of surfing, where when you're snowboarding, it's your duty to evade people And with with surfing, it's the opposite.
Right.
Like you gotta get out of my way.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that point. But it's really hard because there's a level from being like beginner to intermediate before you can go on the harder trails. That once you're at the end of beginner going into intermediate, you're too good for the slopes that you're on, but you're not good enough to go on like the blacks and double diamonds and stuff like that. So you will get a lot of people will get in your way, and it's really annoying until you reach that level where you can go on like bowls and stuff like that where there's literally like 5 people there.
I feel really bad because someone asked me this weekend if I wanted to go snowboarding with them, and I was like, yeah, cool. I'm like, as long as no one who's new is going with us.
Yeah, it's very true.
And I sounded terrible. I was like, if we're going to take people that like to teach them how to do it, like that's got to be like an all day commitment. Mm-hmm. So I'll know mentally that like, oh, I'm not going to get any good runs today. Yeah. And it sounds terrible to say it that way, but it's also kind of like, I don't know, like once you know what you're doing, it's so hard to like not want to do that all the time.
Right.
So, and they're like, well, I'm like, well, we'll just do the bunny hills, we'll teach them how to do this. Like, no, we're going to go straight up the mountain. I was like, no, they're going to do bunny hills first because they have to get used to the lift first more than anything. I'm like, and when you go on a bunny hill, it's easier to get used to that. Mm-hmm. And then coming down, it's like, it's faster and you have to wait for them all the time. And
yeah, definitely.
It's extremely selfish for me to say it that way, but I've trained so many people snowboarding that it's just kind of like.
Yeah. And I guess that's a good thing about me having a pass is I don't feel like I have any wasted days, because I paid for the pass so I can literally go infinite number of times. So if I have like 3 runs out of the entire year where I'm helping someone learn, then it's kind of like, yeah, that's fine, whatever.
God, I just like a total dick now.
Well, I mean, I understand it if you buy like a pass because they're like $200
for like a lift ticket.
Yeah, for a day. So I get like, oh well, I'm literally wasting $200.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. And the only reason I feel different is because I have a season pass to go with it. So,
and that's why I love Snowy Range too, because I feel like a lot of people that I want to go with don't know, so they want to learn. And
that's
so I'll be like,
it's a really good
yo, like let's go to Snowy Range because for one, like the bunny hills are actually like it's like a lot, so it's the one that we take to go to like the lodge when we go to the back end of it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like that's actually pretty good because it's straight, like there's no humps, like you have like a wide range. And then when you're going up the actual lift, like those runs are pretty easy too, and they're short. Mm-hmm. So, like that was like the worst thing about learning snowboarding is going up like Eldora, and one run is taking you like an hour when it should take you like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Dude, I was telling somebody when we went snowboarding last year, like, how many runs did you guys get in? I'm like, I don't know, like 30. And they're like, wow, that's a lot. I'm like, nah, it literally takes us 5 minutes to get down the mountain because they're so short.
Yeah, we spend more time on the lift than we do actually snowboarding, which isn't really, I mean, it's not that, not the worst
it's
thing.
whatever, but it's still kind of funny. Oh, do you remember, I forgot where we came down, but then we came down that blue, and then all of a sudden it was like that sharp like turn into that black.
Oh, yeah.
And we nailed it like twice, but all the other times we just flew over the thing. Oh, good times. Need to go back there soon.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Hit up your mom.
Yeah, right.
We need sponsorships and ski passes.
And ski passes.
We're being bougie.
Sponsor us. I'm just kidding.
Cool. Well, we have 2 minutes to talk about whatever we want. So,
yeah.
Favorite burger in town?
Applebee's. Dude, their quesadilla burger, man. Anymore. I love that quesadilla burger.
Applebee's is gross. Sorry, Alan. Which you'll never listen to this because you're like, yeah, I've been trying to get to it. You're not going to listen to this.
You're not, but it's fine.
Challenge accepted.
I like the quesadilla burger, man. I don't care. Everyone thinks Applebee's is trash. I think Applebee's is trash, but you can love trash. It's okay. Raccoons made a whole thing about loving trash, and everyone loves raccoons.
You're going to be a raccoon for Halloween now.
I don't do Halloween.
Well, this year you're going to. I'm going to get you the cost.
Yeah, I'll totally do that.
No, definitely not Applebee's. It's not. It's awful.
There's no someone probably will tell me wrong, but I don't feel like there's any like local burger joints.
There's not.
They're just all chains.
Stuff was probably the closest thing we had to that, and it was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, I can't really think of any other place.
Yeah, is there even a local burger place in Greeley? That I can't think of.
Argument could be made for the Chop House making a good burger, but I haven't had them in a while.
But Chop House is also franchised, isn't it?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, it's just people sharing the same name. Because I know there's definitely Chop Houses.
I think it's just people sharing the same name, but it's like the menus are all different from every single one.
Interesting, I didn't know that.
No, there's this one spot that you used to go to Wellbrooks all the time.
Oh yeah, like the
what is
food
her
truck.
Name? Yes, what is her name? They have the best burger I've ever had. Like period. It's so good.
Yeah, I know what food truck you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
Oh my god, I can see them too. I don't know, but
I guess that brings up a whole other subject of like best food trucks, because sometimes you just get like the best food truck and you're like, shit, what was that called? You can't just go back to the brewery you're at to eat the food truck because it's a different food truck.
I'll think about it like halfway through this podcast.
Oh, and that's time.
Cool.
Yeah, feel free just to spew it out next time you think of it. But
Oh man, I can see it too.
I can smell it. I can taste
Dude,
it.
it was seriously like I took a bite. I was like you ever had food and you're just like,
I definitely have never came eating food, so I have no
it's
idea.
not coming. It's more just like, oh.
Still sounds like coming.
Bah.
Anyway.
Fuck, what is that place called? I forgot. I don't know.
Anyway,
Let's go to the
moving
next
on.
one.
Round 2.
What's the second round of 2021?
So, the second topic we have is music festivals. Music festivals.
Was that from a spelling bee?
Yeah, that's what I was channeling my
Can you
inner
use it in a
spelling.
sentence?
Dirty people got dirty by going to music festivals.
You're gonna go with like dirty people go to music festivals.
I was, and I'm like, I like music festivals. I only get dirty after I leave them.
How? I've never gotten dirty at a music festival besides like sweating too much.
Yeah, like you went to Riot Fest, right?
Yeah, we like hung out there. What would you say it like? You were
Because
there, right?
that was for the people, G.
Yeah, but they're not here. We're there. Anyways. Did you get dirty at Riot Fest?
Yeah, because you're walking around and all that dust and you're sweating and you just get sticky. And it just like sticks to you.
So how many music festivals have you been to?
Not including Warped Tour, because I don't want to include Warped Tour.
You're going to have to. I'm sorry.
Fine, including Warped Tour. The number was going to be 5 without Warped Tour. With Warped Tour, it's 7.
You went to Warped Tour twice. What a loser.
And I hated it both times.
Were you just like trying to like impress a woman or a lady?
No, I don't even know. I think my friend went, and I'm like, yeah, I'll
You're
go.
like, oh, bro, Dashboard Confessional's going. We should go.
Dude, I honestly don't remember Warped Tour.
I don't even know if. I mean, it sounds like Dashboard would probably go to Warped Tour.
They probably were there. I've probably seen them live. But yeah, how many festivals have you gone to?
I want to say 2. 2? 3? Okay, what's considered a music festival? Is that something you pay for?
I guess
or
if
is it like?
I guess I lied because I've been to the Blues Fest every single year.
See, that's what I'm saying. So is it something that you like actually paid for to go to, or is it kind of like, oh, New West Fest, or?
Yeah, I would just say like, yeah, any festival you wanted to go to. Like Blues Fest, I guess counts as a festival, but I was mostly there for like work obligations.
Yeah,
and
I mean, because you can see the
stuff like that.
Stampede. That's not really a festival, but
Yeah.
and I mean it's a Stampede festival. Now I've only been to 2. So the first one was Mile High Fest,
I've been to Mile High.
and that was probably the closest thing that I've gone to just to have like an epic, like generic music festival that like Bonnaroo or like Coachella or what's the other one in Tennessee, not in Tennessee, in Lollapalooza. That's what I'm thinking of.
Lollapalooza.
Yeah, and see, you asked me 10 years ago if I ever wanted to go to one of those. I'd be like, yeah, I'd want to go to all 3 of them now. It's more of like
It's because you're old.
No, it's not even that. I think it's because now it's more about like status than it is about the actual music.
I can see that. Yeah, because I used to work with a bunch of people that would take time off and go to all of these music festivals every year. And I was like, oh, how was the festival? And they literally just talk about how fucked up they were on drugs the entire time. And I'm like, cool, well, how was the music? He's like, oh, man, this set was great. I'm like, oh, that's good. And he's like, yeah, because I was so high. I'm like, all right, and you lost me again.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is like I feel like when it gets to too big of a performance, it's just not entertaining as it would be like an intimate setting. So I've always enjoyed like the smaller concerts at music festivals.
Yeah, I agree.
Where it's just like, oh, like it's not as busy because it's more of like crowd interaction, you know. But I mean, then again, like Tenacious D was amazing, just because they're great musicians.
Right. And half that crowd left after the first song.
Yeah, after
that
Tribute.
That was
which
pretty
is
good.
so stupid
That
because
was
it's
so
not even
clutch.
their best song.
That was so clutch, though. They open up with their most famous song, and then everyone leaves.
Except for the ones that really wanted to listen
Yeah,
to the
and
D.
it's like, now the fans are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, again, like it's not about the music anymore as much as it's about playing there Like, oh yeah, dude, like I played Bonnaroo or I've played like
Is that even impressive anymore? Because they kind of like feel like they throw out slots to a lot of random people now. It's like, oh, hey, you're playing like noon on the opening Thursday, and you have like 15 people
yeah,
there.
you're playing sound check.
Yeah,
That's all you're
exactly.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also funny because they call it the Influencer Olympics.
Yeah,
And that's another thing where it's just like when it comes to music, and especially live music, I for one over criticize every single person that's on stage.
Every time, 100% of the time, I do the same
two-
thing.
And two, like I'm actually there for the music, right? So like if there's a band that I don't know, I'm like, okay, like let me hang out, let me listen to these guys. Like, do I like them or not? You know. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of that is just, and this is definitely me getting old, is interfered by like social media influencers who are just like trying to take a picture here and like not even care about the music, you know. So is it really a music festival? Is it more of like an influencer music festival with music?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of concerts in general are just people taking pictures of them at the concert now. I don't even think that's specifically for music festivals anymore.
I've always hated seeing people like recording it, like recording like the show, and I'm just like, dude, you could probably find this performance like on YouTube. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, just enjoy it. Like, I'll take a couple of pictures here and there at the beginning, and then after that, I'm like, all right, phone's in my pocket. Let's enjoy this. You know, I don't know. I just feel like, for one, I am getting too old to be out like walking 12 hours and listening to different types of music and then not liking it. That's
Yeah.
also the hardest thing is getting excited to see a band and then just totally sucking.
Modest Mouse. Yeah, no, I've noticed too that I went from buying like general admission tickets
just
and standing
one day.
room own tickets to like seated tickets
You look at-
so quickly.
You look at the lineup, you're like, okay, well, the Pixies are playing this day, but then everyone else there is kind of trash. But also, like there's all these bands playing here. So do I miss the Pixies to see these guys, or do I just go all 3 days and you're just like, I'll just go see these guys?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I don't go to festivals at all anymore. I go to just shows now, and every time I go to a show, I get a ticket with a seat. Every time. It's like it's usually cold because it's Colorado. It's cold randomly, even
Yeah.
in the summertime. And then you have your jacket on. Like, well, I don't want to wear my jacket the whole time. But where am I going to put my jacket? I don't put it on the ground. I don't want to like put it over my waist. And he's like, oh, look, I have a chair. Boop.
Right.
Done.
I will say this about festivals, though, is that it was the first time where you can be around strangers and just have like comfort, like be comfortable around most of them.
That is one of the best things about music festivals is just the amount of same people
Yeah.
or same-minded people that you'll meet. I think that's probably the coolest part. But
So when I went to Mile High Fest,
maybe that's why everyone's so angry last year because no one went to a music festival.
I guess. Not the right ones, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, like, so when I went to Mile High Fest, we started like this like coalition of like front rowers. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch the show. Can you like let everyone know that I'm actually up in the front row? It's like, oh yeah, that's fine. So then we like go watch the show, then come back and like see like Nas and Damian Marley in the front, and then like go watch another show, and then watch Jack Johnson in the front, and then we'd all like switch.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
call it the Mile High Alliance. It was awesome.
That's fun. I like that. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something and you did it. And then
No,
I thought I was going to say
I
something.
had to shut up, so I just was.
That's
just,
fair. Well, if you guys have any favorite music festival memories,
Or
feel
terrible ones. If you guys have any
Oh,
worse
terrible
ones. We didn't
ones,
even get to
yeah.
that segment,
yeah, we didn't even get to that.
which I don't really.
I guess it was better being more positive than negative. We don't need to shit over everything all the time, only when it's a Mac. Anyway, it's your turn to pick.
Round 3.
All right, here's the second round 3 of 2021.
I wonder how long you're going to keep up that bit because I already abandoned it a long time ago.
This is going to be a spicy one.
Oh, I love spicy. What do we got?
Oh, I like spicy.
All right. I'm just going to awkwardly adjust this because I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
All right, best wings in town.
Oh, that's why it's spicy.
So this came up because I took Chris to what I think by far in Greeley, Colorado, are the best wings in town, and they were kind of disappointing when I took them there. So
Okay. Also, he said, oh, these are the best wings in town. Like, I've never had these wings in my entire life.
he hasn't
And
until that one day. And then
that's
it just
it's a go-to spot for my dad. So I've had these wings multiple times, and I'm like, dude, they are not good. They're really not good.
JB's.
He's like, they're the best. Trust me, they're the best. That's what you sounded like.
All right, you first.
Wing Shack, man.
No.
It has to be Wing Shack.
No, it doesn't have to be Wing Shack.
It's definitely Wing Shack. That's why it has to be Wing Shack. Name one almost good competitor to Wing Shack, as in best wings in town.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Not even close. See, you can't even say that with a straight face.
No,
you know,
okay.
right.
Here's my problem with Wing Shack. The sauce is amazing and it's really, really good. I will give them that. But the wings are always too fucking small, man. They're too small.
Their wing size is a little disappointing.
That's the only thing. That's the only reason I don't like them. I'm just like, dude, like, what am I paying for at this point? Like 10 wings, this should be like 6.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the only reason why I don't like them. And their hot isn't even hot. But to talk about like straight buffalo sauce, they do have the best buffalo sauce. They just don't have the best wings.
You get regular buffalo, man. It's all about garlic hot. I don't know
Even
what you're
garlic
talking
hot.
about.
Like garlic hot's cool, but there's no spice to it.
Yeah, I mean their hot sauce is hot, like the blazing sauce.
The bear hot
No, the bear hot's not very hot.
or
Like
the gold hot.
that's not very hot either.
That's like their hottest ones though.
They have like or whatever the hottest sauce is.
I think it's bear hot.
I don't think that's what it is.
I don't know.
I don't remember. They have the challenge and everything. But anyway,
Yeah, it's a bear hot challenge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Stupid.
maybe it's not that hot. I don't know. But anyway, they're hands down the best. Like Buffalo Wild Wings, they give you decent size wings.
Oh, it's just generic, dude.
But it's super generic.
Yeah.
Wingstop, I've never had a good experience at Wingstop.
Their lemon pepper's pretty good.
Yeah, I think their sauce tastes fine, but every time I go there, the service is just absolutely terrible.
Oh yeah, for sure. But if we're going straight wings, like I'd rather get.
Well, the wings aren't even good because the service is bad. They like make our food, then it sits in the window forever, and then it comes to me. I'm like, oh, nice. All the wing sauce is like caked on now.
It's really
instead of sauce.
It's really hard to mess up a wing.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand how they mess it up so often.
What they do mess up a lot is their fries. I hate how soggy their fries are.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think I got their fries. I don't remember them.
Yeah,
like, I
like a crispy fry.
I think I was just disappointed in their wings. I just forgot if the fries were good or not.
Yeah, no. By far, my favorite wing spot is going to be Bogey's. Bogey's has the best wings in town. Not only are they extremely hot because they use bomb sauce, like the levels of that, but they also just have like a good flavor to them. So like I don't mind hot, like when you're just like, oh, I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow, but I enjoy flavor with that. Like if you're just making wings just to like.
So you do admit that you enjoy flavor. So I don't understand why you're picking Bogies.
Because Bogies has flavor. They have flavor and heat. Like I don't mind if I'm just like, dude, I'm dying right now. Like I need milk or whatever. As long as there's heat that goes with it or flavor that goes with it.
I don't understand why you keep. I don't understand why you keep using the word flavor. Did they change the definition of flavor?
No, you just had one bad experience there.
I've had their wings since I was like fucking 10, dude.
That's what you look like. For those that can't see me.
At least I don't look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. So joke's on you.
Well, now you look
Guess
like
who
an
hangs
idiot.
out with me?
Heather?
Beep.
No, man, like, I get it. Their wings are okay.
They're good. They're the best wings in town.
They are by far not the best wings in town.
Okay, we're starting a poll. We are
definitely
starting a poll.
not the best wings in town.
We're starting a poll when this comes out, and it's going to be which wings are better, and it's literally just going to be Wing Shack or Bogies. And your Wing Shack's probably going to win because people have tried it more, but you need to try Bogies.
You don't need to try Bogies. It's the most generic, like, it's not like a big chain restaurant type of flavor, but it's real close.
It's great. He's full of it.
It's not great. It's okay.
If you're gonna go to Bogies, just get the large, and then you can go hot. But if you really like spicy, get like the bomb sauce on it, and do like bomb 3 or 4. And what sucks about that is that every cook is different. So like I think it's like the bomb like rating is just like how many like
shakes
that go into it.
Shakes of the lamb's
So it's
tail?
like bomb 3 is like 1, 2, 3. But if the guy has a heavy hand, that might be 4 or 5. I don't know, dude. Their wings are awesome. I can eat. I will definitely choose those wings before any other wings outside of Ingrilly.
Really? They're expensive too.
They're not expensive.
Yeah, for a pound of wings, it's like $15.
It's $9.
No,
It's
when
$9.
we went, it was
It's
like
$9.
$15.
With the fries, it's different. If it's just the wings, it's $9.
You get wings without fries?
Yeah,
You fucking monster.
wings are appetizers. They're not actual meals.
Disagree.
I mean, if you go to any restaurant, it literally says to get started, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have the wings for dinner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you agree that they're not just an appetizer?
I mean, in theory, they're by every restaurant that you go to, it literally says appetizer. Unless you go to like Wing Shack, then it's like
so you just
just
proved
like-
yourself wrong. You just proved yourself wrong.
it's the only restaurant you can think of, really. But no, yes, if
we
you guys,
literally named like
if you guys like
4
wings-
restaurants that
I
have
really-
wings
okay.
not as an appetizer.
all right, if you guys are listening to this and taking this serious, like
Did
we
you just
are,
fucking all right me?
of course.
Wow. All right.
Please go to Wing Shack one day. Go to Bogies next. You tell me what you like better, and don't be biased. If you like Chris more, I'm sorry. If you like me more, I'm definitely sorry.
You know what? When we start our only tacos, we're doing a blind wing taste test.
No, I already know what wings are like. So
we're
yeah,
doing
so
this.
try them and then let me know,
We're doing
or
this.
just put it on however you like follow us, and let us know what you think, because I honestly think Bogey's has the best wings in Greeley.
And I honestly think that you're a crazy person.
Well, I think you're wrong. So
And I think you're a crazy person. Therefore, your opinion doesn't matter because you're a crazy person.
what other wings are out there in Greeley?
So, what are your favorite wings ever outside of here?
Bogies.
Wow, that's just a sad baseline.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to this wing place in San Diego. No, was it San Diego? Yeah, I think it was. And it was absolutely amazing, but I have no idea what the name. Like the dudes I was hanging out with, they're like, "Hey, you want to go shoot pool?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then they got the wings, and I'm like, "Holy shit, is this bacon wrapped? This is
Okay.
amazing."
So before time ends, what flavors to put on wings?
Any of them,
Any of them?
teriyaki, barbecue, buffalo combination.
I'll go buffalo and lemon pepper. That's
Lemon
my
pepper.
go-tos.
I'm more sauce over seasoning. Like I like
Yeah.
dry rubs, but it has to be dry rub and
it's,
sauce.
It's the only dry rub I like.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, and that's time.
The only dry rub I like.
That's not true.
Oh.
I give you a dry rub.
Please,
plenty
no,
of times
no.
and
But
you
seriously, go and eat both of these wings, and tell them that we sent you.
like it. Or just say you did. Yeah. Yeah, tell them we sent you.
The guys from Best of 5 podcast sent us. What is
They're
that?
like, what? It is literally me like
Hey, maybe-
shitting on one place and you shitting on one place,
Yeah.
and it's like, why would we support this? Both of them are shitting on us.
Like, we like that guy, but we don't like that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, it might work. We might get sponsorship out of it. So
Yeah, and make sure to use the hashtag Team Shaq if you believe in me.
use hashtag bogey bonus. God, that was so stupid.
Yeah, my hashtag is way better, so I win
Team
by
Shaq.
default.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Put Team Edward for mine.
All right. You win the hashtag battle. That was pretty good.
Round 4. See, that was a spicy one.
Round 4.
What's the second round 3 of 2021?
This one's gonna be mostly you because you have most of the problem with this. Jurassic Park franchise.
Oh man, this is gonna be a fun one.
Is it? Because
Yes.
I really have no main issue with Jurassic Park franchise.
Okay, so let's go movie by movie, right?
Okay, starting in 1994. I'll succeed or secede.
93.5.
Yeah, whatever. 1990 was 1993.
I was right.
And see, we'll post in the 3 or 4.
So the first movie is by far one of the greatest movies ever made. Not even for the directional way that it was going, but for one, it had Samuel L. Jackson, which is always a plus in the 90s. Mm-hmm. No, but even besides that, and Jeff Goldblum. That's all you need.
Yeah. And Newman.
Oh yeah, no one knows his real name.
I'm so sad. I don't know his real. He's not a bad actor.
And he's actually probably like the nicest dude ever.
Yeah.
But no, that movie, if you watch it now, it still stands to just like how remarkable the animatronics were and the CGI.
I think that movie looks so good because it had animatronics instead of 90s CGI.
But even like the what do they call the big old neck? What's it, Calisosaurus? It's not what it is, because that's
Like a brontosaurus?
that's like a combination of Game of Thrones with dinosaurs, which is definitely not what I was going
Oh
for.
yeah, I don't know. All I know is
The
brontosaurus. or-
Brachiosaurus.
That sounds right.
I
I'm
think
not
that's what it is.
I'm not 50 or I'm not 10 anymore. I don't know my
But
dinosaurs.
yeah, when it's like they do move in herds, that dinosaur, like if you look at it now, you're just like, God, like they.
well,
went above
I
and
have
beyond.
seen it relatively recently, and that kind of looks like shit now.
But
they remastered it and kind of fixed it.
Yeah,
Or
but-
updated it. I wouldn't say fixed it.
But even
it
then,
looks-
like you're just kind of like, oh wow, like that was remarkable. And I think that was one movie that did change cinema in what like Hollywood hits were. And then they just went downhill with the franchise. The second one wasn't as bad. That was still pretty entertaining. The third one is super god awful, and I thought they were actually gonna be done
I don't
with
remember the second one. What happened in the second
it. The
one?
second one's with
I know they go to the
Gold-
other island, but
Jeff Goldblum's the main character and Vince Vaughn's the camera guy. And they're trying to find the kid, I think. No, that's the
third one. So like, because I don't remember the second one, I just remember the third one brought back Dr.
Yeah.
Allen, whatever,
Alan
and
the
Goldblum
raptor.
isn't in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then like I thought that the series. was
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
don't
done
remember
then.
the second one, but
And then they revived it with Chris Pratt. And Jurassic World is actually a fun movie to watch. I
The
enjoyed
first
it.
one
Yeah.
I thought was decent.
I enjoyed it from beginning to end. I'm just like, this was just entertaining. It was funny. It was stupid. Like it still followed the formula of like the cheesiest like 90s like movie. Mm-hmm. And so I got really excited for the second one because I was like, okay, if they did this one on the first one really well, like the second one has to be good. And then it was just god awful.
Yeah,
the
it was
second one
not
was
very
so bad.
What I didn't like about the second one is that it was like a ripoff of the second one, where you know how the T-Rex get loose in the city at the
At
very
San Diego,
end.
yeah.
Yeah, it gave me hard that vibes, but it was like on a smaller scale. Instead of a T-Rex, it was a made up dinosaur. That's also what pissed me off about the Jurassic World in general. Is the first franchise were real dinosaurs based off like real fossils found.
And then they just started DNA.
Yeah, and then they
converting it,
started
yeah.
splicing all these dinosaurs together. I'm like, nope.
So that the Jurassic World was the first movie where they did something so stupid that I laughed and I was like, that was stupid but really funny because they put that out there on purpose. It's when the chick is running with like the T-Rex and has like the flare, but she's like running with heels.
Oh yeah.
And they like focus so hard on it, and you're just like, that is the stupidest thing ever. I'm so glad they put it in because it's just like, this is how exaggerated we're gonna get with this movie. And then
I remember they commented on that in something, but I don't remember what they said. Like it was definitely done on purpose, and everyone thought it was ridiculous. But the actress, Bryce Dallas Howard,
yeah.
like literally trained running in hills
Yeah.
for that scene. I'm like, oh, so this was like a conscious decision.
No, so I know it was the stupidest thing when I was watching it. The chick that I was watching it, she's like, "Oh my god, that's not possible!" Like out loud in the theater, and I was like, "That's awesome."
But the funny thing is that she said it's not possible.
Yeah,
She did it for real.
yeah, and you're like that bitch was running in heels the whole time, like throughout the whole movie. I was like, that's why this movie is so funny because it doesn't take itself too serious.
Yeah.
I think the second one tried doing that, but still taking itself serious, and that's what ruined it for me.
The second one got super weird with like cloning, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I've only watched it once.
Yeah, they like one of the kids or something was cloned, or like, they had a cloned human in it somehow.
Oh yeah, they cloned the daughter of the original old dude with the cane and the mosquito
dude,
thing.
it got weird. I'm like, I don't like this storyline at all going through it.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to anything that comes out after that, man. Like I know, like I'll say with Star Wars when the last shit that came out, and I was so disappointed. I was like, okay, I'm not looking forward to anything. Mm-hmm. But like when I went to go watch The Rise of Skywalker,
yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna expect much from this movie, so I can actually enjoy it. I feel like I can't even do that with this franchise. I'm just like, you guys really like screwed the pooch.
If you enjoyed Rise of Skywalker, good for you, man.
I was just kind of like,
I went in with Solo expectations, like the movie Solo, because that movie was bad.
I actually like Solo, but that's neither.
Yeah, I guess that's different. What I did like about that, I noticed I guess everybody knows this now, but they had a Margaritaville inside the park, and then it shows Jimmy Buffett running with margaritas. And that's like, God.
But that's also why I love that movie because it didn't take itself too serious, right?
Yeah.
But then I think the final battle with the dinosaurs at the end of Jurassic World is the best dinosaur moment in any of the franchises.
I don't know, man. The first movie where that T-Rex
With
just
the door
busts through and that was so awesome. That was
for
so
sure.
good.
But there's no dinosaurs fighting.
Oh, should we set spoilers for all of these?
Sure. Don't watch them. That's all. I mean, just watch the first one, I guess.
They're like 25 years old.
Right. You guys are really late if you're upset about this. But no, like I think it was just cool, like feeling like a little kid and seeing dinosaurs fighting. Like a little, like I think the fight sequence in that one, it really felt like you have like dinosaurs and you're messing with them and you're like, rah, rah. And there's like, oh, like the velociraptor is jumping on his back, and it's just like, that's what I loved about the ending of that movie.
Yeah. I wish the second Jurassic World had more of Chris Pratt's raptors.
Yeah.
In like doing like raptor-y things. I don't know.
I
think they brought that whole idea up and built it up, and it was really kind of a cool new idea. But then they should have used that way more in the second movie, because in the first movie, most of the movie is not the cool Velociraptor pack stuff. That's just towards the end of the movie.
Yeah. I will say, I think Chris Pratt being in the second movie, like I don't know what it is about Pratt, was that he, like, his ego got so much bigger, and I think that also ruined the movie for me.
Yeah, when did he stop being like funny Chris Pratt and serious
when Fat Pratt left?
Yeah, like
because he was
not like physically when Fat Pratt, but like I mean, mentally. When he was like,
I loved him in the Lego movie.
I'm not the fat funny guy anymore.
I loved him in the Lego movie, and I loved him in Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't like him in Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
I don't
and
like
in Jurassic World 2. He just came off as like, I'm the lead, instead of just being like, oh, I'm just here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cool. That's time.
Well, look at that.
Apparently, I'm really passionate about
Yeah,
J Park.
I knew you would be. That's why I was like, it's gonna be you, because I have really no big issues with any of this.
Also, it introduced me to Jeff Goldblum, so I actually love Jeff Goldblum. But enough of that.
Final round.
All right, this is the
Don't say it.
final subject, but the second final subject of 2021. Okay.
I don't like that face. I don't like it.
All right. The subject is most secret hobby.
Most secret hobby?
Yeah. I don't know who put this one in there.
I don't know who did that either. I don't remember doing that. What does that even mean? Most secret hobby. So like if you were like
It would just be secret hobby.
yeah, it was like if you were
Like
like
you have multiple hobbies?
a closet knitter and nobody knew about it.
Yeah. Are you a closet knitter?
No, I used to do a lot of freehand sewing back in high school though. That not everyone knew about. I don't do that anymore.
Closet knitter.
Yeah.
You got to say that correctly.
All right.
Most secret hobby. I don't really have one. I mean, music is really where I want to push towards. I guess photography for me, I do that every once in a while. And
yeah, I guess it's kind of a low key hobby for you. That not a lot of people know that you take pictures and edit them and stuff like that.
But here's something really funny and sad. So when COVID first happened, I noticed that there was a lot of high schoolers who were seniors who weren't there was like no graduation, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so I felt really bad about that. So I was like, hey, like if anyone out there wants like graduation photos, like please, like I'll take them for free. Like I just want to make sure you guys have a memory of like this unique aspect, but also like just some brightness, you know?
Yeah.
No one contacted me. I was like, damn, dog, are my pictures that bad? Like,
oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like I don't think they're that bad, but yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
I'd say that probably mine.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like legit think of the things that are my hobbies, and I can only think of like two.
Video gaming.
I guess that could.
I think you play more video games, like more like popular video games than I do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's because I watch a lot of YouTube.
And also, you just started playing Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I found my Game Boy Color, and it had Pokemon Red in it, and I just started that over, like old school Game Boy Color.
Those are actually really fun, and I feel like I'd be better at them now because there's like logic and like strategy towards it.
Oh, definitely, man. Like now that I'm playing it again, I'm like, okay, because when I played it as a child, my starter Pokemon was always like 20 levels higher than all my other Pokemon. Yeah. And then now, like, if I turn on my Game Boy right now, all of my Pokemon are like within 2 levels of each other.
I just realized,
like up or down, it's great.
I just realized that Pokemon is the first version of like Red Dead and Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I could see that.
It is an open world.
It's super open world, yeah. But it's like still an RPG.
Yeah, but it did set everything up to be like, oh, you can go like and just travel here like on your free time. And
well, I'm just saying there were RPGs before Pokemon, but I see what you're saying.
But it's definitely like the most famous one.
Yeah, I definitely
see. At least in our generation's eyes, there might be like older ones that are. But...
yeah, because there was a bunch of like RPGs that weren't open world, and that's kind of what I was thinking. But I was trying to think of like, because there was this game, I can't even remember the name of it, but basically it had to do with all this time travel, and it was like. It was open world to an extent, but it was mostly linear at the same time.
Doom?
No. But yeah, God, I can't. I'm gonna be so upset when I find out this name.
Well, you think about that.
Well, I guess this is my secret hobby. I don't know.
Yeah, see, because you're already.
Yeah, I guess.
He's just a nerd as his hobby.
Yeah, I guess that's my secret hobby is being nerdy about random things.
Do you draw or paint or anything like that?
No, I used to draw a lot back in like elementary school, and I was fairly good at it, but then I just stopped for no reason. Like I'll find like pictures that I fully like drew and colorized, and I'm like, wow, this is really good, and I can't do that again at all.
I think one thing you might have to is like you're a beer enthusiast to an extent.
Yeah. But then again, that's
like not a snob.
Yeah, that's not a secret either though. So that's what I'm trying to think of. Like, what do I do that not a lot of people know that I do? Podcaster?
Yeah, that's our hobby. It's still me. I guess media in general is just everyone kind of knows that. But I've recently got into puzzles.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get into like coloring books.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that just sounds like really like at ease.
Yeah, like it was funny because I think my mom and my niece is like 20 something, like 27, so it's not like a little kid.
She
But
acts like one though.
yeah, definitely. Uh, they were talking about like, oh, I need to go buy an adult coloring book. I'm like, all coloring books are adult coloring books. And they're like, no, there's ones with little kids and cartoon characters. I'm like, so?
It says 5 and up.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said. I was like, the plus means me.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had one for you actually. Oh, you're a huge you're a Twilight guy.
I wouldn't say that's a hobby. That's
Kind
more
of a hobby.
a necessity. And I'm not even keeping up on Twilight.
Kind of a hobby.
I guess I collect hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hobby that I have. I have probably
He's
like
not really good at it, you guys. Just letting you know.
I'm really good at it. You should
look
see
at
my
this,
hat
look at
collection.
this.
It's because
Look
it's
at this
cold.
bullshit.
It's because it's cold. This isn't a hat. This is a knitted cap.
Actually, well, if you're collecting hats, caps don't count.
Yeah.
You can ask Trent from Really Hot Works about that. He gets really mad when I call like, oh, like this is a nice hat. It's like, you mean cap? And I'm like, okay,
Sure,
I'm like,
dude.
I'm like, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I collect baseball caps, sports caps, I guess.
New era.
But I have probably like 35
How often do you wear
sports
your
caps.
hats?
Every day in the summer.
Gross.
I don't wear them in the winter because my ears get cold really quickly.
Your ears is actually, so one thing you might not know about him is Chris is actually really avid, hobby wise, with audio, like headphones and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I guess that is a hobby that
I know it's kind
I
of
guess that's true.
It's kind of like, I mean, it might sound off as like, well, we kind of might have known that, but he like legitimately will watch like product reviews, like how people like look at sneakers and be like, oh, like I'm a sneakerhead. Like Chris doesn't own any of these headphones, but he'll watch the reviews and be like, dude, these are so tight. Like, oh my god, it does this, it does that. I'm just like, dude.
That's how we got these headphones. Because I was like looking at them like, yo, these are the best, cheapest headphones we can possibly get for like mixing. And I went through all the specs. Like these are open back headphones. There's a lot of sound bleed, but that means it doesn't trap the bass on your ears.
What I mean? See what I mean?
So you don't get any like false boosted bass on it. It's
See what
just
I mean?
flat and neutral sounding.
And he doesn't realize he has a hobby. I just let him know.
I said I'm nerdy about random things.
Collecting vinyl is one of our hobbies too, but
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I mean we've mentioned on the podcast, but like that's a good hobby. Like we'll go to record stores and like look for stuff and
Yeah.
not find much.
Yeah.
Or find a lot and spend $80.
You and Mark are the only people I can go record shopping with because one, both of you also do the same thing I do, but also we know kind of what we're looking for. So we can spend 3 hours and find one record and it's cool. Like if I go with like anybody else, they're just like, it's been 15 minutes. Have you found something yet? I'm like, no, we're at a used record shop.
It's a journey,
You have
man.
to look through every single record.
It's a journey, but not like the shoe store or like the band. It's more like Bilbo. It's more like Bilbo.
Journey.
It's more like
Gotcha.
Bilbo Baggins not looking for the ring. God, I've just upset a lot of Lord of the Rings people. So that's time. Oh my God, thank you.
Dude, have you seen that meme video where it's Samwise like every time that scene where he takes a step and he's like, "This is the furthest I've ever been from the Shire."
Oh, yeah.
Every time they take a step, it replays that scene. It made the first movie.
I actually thought about that so much. Like when that came out,
Yeah.
I was just like, cool. Well, you're about to go a lot further than your last step. So
Yeah, and it made the first movie 8 hours long.
because every step he took,
Every step he took, it cut back. It was so funny.
I would watch that and be like, okay, this is funny. I'm over it, but this is so hilarious.
I don't remember if it starts at the beginning of the movie or if it starts at that scene and then plays the rest of the movie. I don't remember.
So what if he takes a step back? Did they not say that?
No, it's literally every time you take a step forward.
Because you know how like there's like a point where they actually go in a circle.
Yeah.
It's like
I didn't watch the whole thing, to be honest, because it's 8 hours long. I skipped through it.
Totally should watch the whole thing. But
Yeah.
That was sorry.
Yeah, anyway.
sorry for getting too
Tangent
nerdy.
Tangent over.
So difference between tangent and rant.
Tangent is when you just talk about something random. Rant.
Like Samwise.
Yeah, rant is when you're just like, dude, there's a video that's 8 hours long, and it's the same stupid joke over and over. That's more of a rant. Was that not a good example? I thought that was a good
You just
example.
went straight Trump on it again.
What? Every impression that I do,
true.
he thinks it's Trump.
Look back at it. It's legitimately.
I was more channeling Bill Burr, but I didn't get Bostonian.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a ginger. Anyway,
I love how Bill Burr comes off more often than he should in this podcast.
I love Bill Burr so much. I think he's fantastic.
Nerd. Well, thank you guys again for tuning in. We do hope you guys have enjoyed
Yes.
this week's episode of Best of 5 podcast with Chris and G.
And as always, if you're following on YouTube, please give a like and subscribe on that. And if you're listening to us on any other podcast mediums,
if it's available, make sure you hit that follow button, write a review, or give us a thumbs up. Again, that does help us to get that algorithm out and get some more junk mail from people.
yeah. And make sure to find us on Facebook or Instagram and keep up on all our updates on
Best of
everything
5
we're doing.
podcast, you can find us on there, and maybe one day we'll work on a website, but
Yeah, we have to get more than
we need to find
30
something that has
downloads a month.
a trial that's more than 30 days.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, thanks for checking in. If you have any topics or suggestions for topics, please let us know.
Yeah, we're running out of topics, so please.
Yeah, look at the hat. Look, can you see it? That used to be full, and now there's like 20 topics in there.
If you guys are listening to Spotify, go to the YouTube channel and click on like the 45-minute mark, and you should find it. So,
Yeah. Yeah, when you're looking at that.
thank you guys again. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. Support local business. And go Bills.
Wow, that was really fucking real. Bills, are they doing? Did they make
They won. Yeah,
Oh,
I would put as much